Well, hello there everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Coralienya and today we're finding ourselves at the coast near a highly important Scandinavian city. Now let's see why this area was so important for the German occupants during World War II. Come on everybody! In the early morning, 9th of April 1940, this important Scandinavian city was sleeping and unaware of the activity in their surroundings. At the same time, 4 German minesweepers came softly in from the sea and quietly moved towards the city. A small overview over where we are right now. You probably all remember, or if you haven't, feel free to check out my lighthouse video. We were here the last time for our lighthouse adventure. Now we are near a nearby town, which is this one, and we are approximately at this point, facing towards the ocean. They reached the harbor silently, and the soldiers went into land with all their equipment with the main goal of gaining control. The only naval vessel that was in this city at that time was a torpedo submarine, but this one was taken by the Germans with no resistance. And in front of us, we can actually see a photo here with the torpedo submarine and the German occupants around it. About 150 German soldiers found themselves in the city after they came in from the sea. The Germans found the telegraph station and closed it, and they also cut the telephone line. Local soldiers in the city was then, without violence, taken as prisoners. I looked around in the archives of the history for this area, and I found actually a photo that shows this tiny piece of cable part being cut off from that time. And some photos to illustrate the normal everyday life here near and around the city, with German guards placed everywhere near the harbor or in the outlines or inside the city. And that's torpedo submarine we talked about in the beginning. The Germans were really productive in this area and everything went smoothly, and they also gained control over the local police and even the mayor. German flags were spread and placed all over the city and over open places to show other German aircrafts that the city was under German control. Now, why was this area so important for the Germans? Let's figure it out. Firstly, they took the city as a result of its location. The harbor was in a well-protected and discreet area. This made it extremely easy for the Germans to settle down and stay low and hidden. They also needed control over the coast. They did so by taking over the local lighthouse to protect themselves from an attack by the Allies coming in from the sea or sky. The railway and other transport options were well regulated and are subject to this occupation. They did not have my Jaffa cakes again in the store, so today we're dealing with blueberries and UFO cakes. Small cookies, tiny and cute. And yeah, normal coffee. And we're gonna take a break and we're gonna continue on this small hike. Now, before we feast on this tiny little cookie, I would just like to say thank you for being here. And feel free to subscribe, hit the notification bell, put a thumbs up, leave a comment or a question in the comment section below. And now, it's coffee time. Arena is a fortification made by the Germans during World War II, and that's our goal today. They built this area to monitor and regulate all aircraft and ship traffic in this area, to be able to surveil if there's an enemy attack, but also to have control over their own ships and convoys. Come on, everybody. We're getting closer to our destination. Chop, chop. A fun fact, these cute little things here have sticked me all day. So watch yourself. They might look beautiful and green, but pointy. Wow, I just came up from the hill here and look what I see. This is actually a place or protection barrier made out of rocks that protected a big barrack that used to stand here. You can see that the rock protection goes all around the field of the barrack. It's kind of huge actually, look at that. Wow, so much rocks to be put in place. Look at this, everybody. The tiniest machine gun position ever, facing towards the lighthouse. Such a beautiful view. Now look here also, we got one more machine gun position. Wow, look at this, everybody. Now this fancy structure used to be a shelter for the crew in the different barracks placed in this area. This is the small shelter. Do not mind the graffiti on the inside, that is most likely to be modern. That area over there would probably have been their way of having their ventilation. And you can still see some of the framework and tree that probably made up their roof at the time when this was in use. From the bunker and around, you can see an outline of rocks built up to kind of like protect this area. In the middle here, in the center, that's where a huge barrack used to stand, with the bunker in the back and the whole defensive wall in front of it, with the barrack inside. And before I even turn my head, there is even one more machine gun position here. Look at that. The walls are made out of rock. They're super tiny and solid. Could this have been an old anchor point for the German boats that was here before? I don't know. Do you think that? So far, I'm really enjoying it. I hope you do too. But the good thing about this day is that it's sunny. We had so much problems for 2 and 3 weeks now with rain, snow, bad weather. So today, appreciative and really happy. This is actually quite exciting because I think I see the bunker straight down there. Now look at that view, it's beautiful. Now as I was walking down, I saw a lot of trenches, but I did not want to expose myself to those things because they were filled with rose bushes and everything, tree or grass or whatever it was, that was super sticky and pointy. And I've been sticking myself all day, so I said, we call it a day for those sticky things. Look everybody, I found it. Follow the steps. Boom! We got the bunker. I'm ready to get into a bunker because I'm tired of all these bushes and jungle conditions. Look at this, everybody. A bunker belonging to this Erna fortification, marked with the date 1944, made by the Germans. Beautiful. One funny thing about this is that they actually cared to bring along a punctuation right there. Protective barrier of rock around it, and it's kind of like leveled down into the environment, so it goes all the way down there. By this time, I think it's time to bust ourselves into this bunker. So we have our flashlight with us, and a disclaimer to all of you who might be worried about the conditions inside this bunker. There are 2 or 1 more openings in this bunker, so there's plenty of circulation. Now let's get to it, and usually what I do, I just crawl in. Time to get dirty, guys. As you all can see, it's quite dirty in the roof. We got a hallway in there. Looking kind of moist. Sometimes I ask myself, what's the point of exposing myself to all this stuff? Well, it's quite interesting, and it's just nice to do something on a day you're bored. Come on, everybody, time to go. You can see the roof consists of tree here, and this is how I'm used to seeing the bunker roofs. But it was a bit interesting, actually, that on this section, you can see some of the isolation. Do some of you know what it could be made of, this type I don't even know if I want to touch it, but tell me in the comment section. We are a tiny bit restricted on the lights today because I forgot my charger, so this is the best I can do so far. This is the first room to the left after entering the bunker. And in front of us here we have the emergency exit, probably also used as ventilation. If we face ourselves towards the outside of this emergency exit, you can see some stairway steps there. We're gonna check that once we're out. Ooh, I can see a hallway that goes a bit down. Come on everybody, time to move. There's an entrance out there, that's interesting. On each side of the stairway, there are these small pocket rooms, probably for ammunition. The inside wall of the other pocket. Some modern graffiti, as always. On my right side, we have the Anna bunker that we were just in, and on my left side, we have a 50mm cannon with ammunition. The message quickly went down to the cannon where the Germans prepared for defense. Now the small compartment to the right is most likely an ammunition pocket for this cannon position. A concrete pier was cast below the cannon. Right where I'm stepping, that's the pier. And here, the Germans used to control all traffic going in and out of the city from the sea. And here we got the emergency exit that we need to get out right now. Now over there was our exit for the bunker that we exited, and from the bunker and many other places in the forest and the nearby areas there are small trenches like this that probably either leads to machine gun positions or other crew shelters in the area. I walked a bit more down and I came to this semi-halfway cave thing digged out. Do you think that would be like a spot for the crew to just hang around, or do you think it would be a shelter? I'm actually a bit surprised because I went a bit up towards the hill and I found the following. I was walking past some rocks here and I actually did not think there would be anything here, and look what we have here. Do you think that could have been like a crew shelter or ammunition bunker? Because I did not expect this bunker at all. I think I walked a bit off-road and I found it. Whoa. Let's see it a bit in detail. You can see how they protected that small like shelter or bunker thing under there with a lot of rocks. Down there is the Anna bunker and there is the cannon, and we're all the way on top here. Look at that everybody, what is that? This area still continues to surprise me because I thought I did my research, but then I used my eyes a bit more, detail monitoring the hills above the bunker we just were at, and I saw more stuff. Look at that. Pretty nice made. And again, we have a different type of a machine gun position. Where I also do believe that this small hole over here is an ammunition pocket. And nicely placed in front of us, even one more machine gun position. They never end in this place. Look what I found, a crab claw. It's probably the coastal bird who took it up her and ate the crab, sadly. That tree is retired. It just said, nope, I'm not dealing with this anymore. He's going down. I actually went down from that machine gun position up there because I assumed that the Germans must have or should have thrown a lot of stuff down here. And they actually did, because look what I found. Look at that. Even more barbed wire from the Germans. on, guys. Up there was the machine gun position. Down there is the cannon and the bunker. Amazing and challenging environments. Now to you specifically who support me through PayPal, Patreon, or even Super Thanks, I'm super grateful because this allows me to be able to take my car, put some gas in it, start planning big missions, small missions, historical, wilderness, everything. A super, super big heart to you guys. Thank you so much. You see this? It's just grass, old grass. If you use your eye, you can actually see more in the environment. You see this? A full stack of German barbed wire. It's amazing. I just stepped on it almost. I don't know about you, but who of you guys also enjoy going at the coast near the rocks, you know, where all the trash comes from the ocean? Let me show you something. As me, you might also be like, wow, look at this. So beautiful, right? Oh, there's one thing that is wrong here. What the holy moly is this? You see what I mean? There's something wrong here. I mean, come on, look at this. What is this? When I go off-road a bit and I go to places nobody has gone to, look at this. It's disgusting. Like, come on. Is this how you want our environment to look like? We all know by now that this is harming both the environment and the animal and wildlife here. But still, sometimes it's nice to give it a tiny bit of effort to the environment. Don't you think so? I think that in the summer or maybe in some months, I'm actually going to take some friends with me and clean up this area. Maybe I'll make a video out of it. It's going to be fun. So I was taking this small side road up here because I was a bit curious. I saw something in concrete here up here, and look what I found. I did genuinely not expect to see a bunker up here. That was not even a part of my plan, but here we are. Look at that. It's so weirdly squaredly shaped. That is a bunker, guys. Look at that. In the middle of the forest on top of a hill. And this, everybody, this is an observation and firing bunker to fire out from with rifles or machine guns. I jumped in one of the windows just to give you a small overview. Look at that bunker. It's hiding itself inside the forest. That's why everything is so dark, because the forest is so dense around here. And this was the end of our adventures today, everybody. If you want more adventures like this, feel free to click subscribe, hit the notification bell, put a thumbs up, leave a comment or a question in the comment section below. And a huge thank you to all of my Patreon and PayPal and Super Thanks supporters out there. I will be looking forward for the next adventures with you. Take care and have a good one, everybody. Bye.